Four Corners tonight looks at the extremely disturbing world of international child abuse networks. The story stems from a case of a Queensland man and his partner who adopted a boy and then groomed him for abuse. His plight led to an international police investigation spanning 3 continents.
It's 2008 and the boy who we'll call Adam is around 3 years old. His father is behind the camera.
He's really tiny.
Is he really tiny?
Don't hurt yourself.
Adam's parents, Australian Peter Trong and his American partner Mark Newton, lived a charmed life in tropical Queensland.
Yeah, they portrayed themselves as the loving couple. It was almost like, I'm not sure of an equivalent, but I was going to say Brady Bunch of Cairns, but 2 dads, beautiful boy.
Did you make those, Pete? No, somebody else did.
They recorded almost every waking moment of their son's life.
Now, reporter Cara Meldrum-Hanna has been working on the story for 6 months and she joins us now from Sydney. Now, Cara, a lot of people would know that, of course, Peter Trong is in fact in jail. What you've done, though, is quite unprecedented. You've gained incredible access to the investigative unit that really exploded a much bigger network.
We have, and the unsung heroes in this world really are the investigators in this area. And the boys at Task Force Argos, it's the child protection team basically in Queensland, are showcased in this program because what they did was amazing. The world of child exploitation as we know it is changing and has changed, and it will continue to because of the internet. These men are joining together, like-minded men, and finding each other online. Some will be IT gurus, really sophisticated with encryption. Others will have ready access to children. We have a junior tennis coach in this program, a scout leader. They come together and the ring that was uncovered, this child exploitation ring, really is one like no other. It remained secret for almost 2 decades. And what we know of Peter Trong, the Australian man, to date is that he was involved in a conspiracy with 4 men, himself, his partner Mark Newton, and 2 other American men. What we don't know, and what Four Corners reveals tonight, is that Peter Trong was part of a much bigger network, a super secret internet relay chat group, and they traded millions of images and videos over many years, and they were really very sophisticated.
How close were you able to get to Peter Trong himself?
Very close. We were all ready to enter the facility that he's held in for his 30-year sentence in Florida, Mariana, Florida. But the warden denied us access at the last moment. But we ended up speaking to Peter Trong over the phone. He rang us and we had a conversation with him. Which is incredible. I mean, offenders in this area, they would rarely engage with investigators, but even more so with the media. But he has a story to tell, Peter Trong, and it's a provocative argument. We speak to his evaluating psychologist too. We were given permission to speak to him, and also his defence attorney, Trong's defence attorney. And they shine light on Peter Trong's backstory, because why this program explains how these men operate in a secret way online. But the question that certainly drove producer Deb Masters and myself was why? Why do these men do what they do? And why is that attraction existing? How is it fueled? And Peter Trong tells us about himself. It's a remarkable story and an incredible insight that you get.
Yeah, well, we look, it's going to be, as you say, that why is what really, I guess, it goes unanswered. And as you talk about this dark web, there has been a lot of, I guess, this network has been exploded to a degree. How fearful, though, are the people that worked on this case, that it is much bigger and much wider?
The reason why investigators gave us this unprecedented access is because, number one, this boy was a new victim. And in the world of child pornography, men who are avid collectors and long-term collectors, they have very large collections. But often it does involve children that investigators have seen before and identified. This involved a completely new boy that they had never seen before. So they didn't have a lot to go on. And the victim identification unit, they were looking in freeze frames for anything to find him, bedspreads, power sockets to see where in the world he was, lamps, etc. And there was a visual clue on his chest. He had a henna tattoo, this boy. Police, certainly in the modern world of child exploitation, we have accessed secret chat rooms and chat logs, and the really disturbing thing is that we don't believe, and police don't, that this ring is going to stand alone in that a child was groomed and adopted for what they believe was a sexual purpose. We've seen conversations where men around the world are discussing how to do exactly the same thing. And Trương and Newton, they were superstars in their community, rock stars, they were described by investigators. And investigators certainly believe that this isn't going to be the first and last time that this happens.
Yes, especially if they, as you were saying, were lauded in this kind of secret community in this way. It's almost an example. Cara, sounds gripping viewing. We look forward to seeing it tonight on Four Corners. Thank you.